Welcome to the tutorial video about how to use the Food Web Lab. And in this lab, we're going to look at 4 distinct different food webs, from a basic food chain to a desert food web, a forest food web, and an Arctic food web. You're going to try to identify the parts of the food web, and let's go ahead and see how that works. So first, you're looking at how producers and consumers are related. What's your best guess or your best claim to this in terms of this relationship? Make a hypothesis below. So there's 3 options. I'm just going to pick one. Go ahead and read them and decide which one you like best. And then we're going to look at some different food webs down below: the chain, the desert, the forest, and the Arctic. So I'm going to pick that food chain just to start. Pressing play lets me see a video of how the food chain works. There's some grass, a grasshopper, frog eats the grasshopper, snake eats the frog, and last, the hawk eating the snake. So we do have a definite setup here with how these organisms interact. Now we have to try to do each part. So it says click producers, then press next. Do the same for primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers. So if I do click the correct one, you're going to see a green circle and a green here. Let's just reset. If I click on something that's not a producer, okay, then I should get a different mark, right? But in this case, this lab is not telling me if I'm right or not. It's just letting me identify the different organisms. So what's really important about this lab is that you understand that you're not getting told you're right or wrong. You're identifying things based on what you know about the food webs. So if you do have a problem, and I'm just going to go ahead and save this, it's going to go up here. You can always reset your data again, but if you do have an issue, just go ahead and learn a little more about the webs and what the parts are, and do a little more research into what these different parts are of the food web. Hopefully you learn more about the different producers and consumers in these various food webs in this lab.